Hello there, fellas and welcome to the winners
We are,
quarters match, this time between Metallica and NachoBrado. This is going to be a winner's side match,
Draco,
so
do you want
neither of
me
these
or
players will
you
be
to do
eliminated
the
regardless
intro?
of the outcome, but it's going to be a nail-biter,
You do the
to say the
intro.
least.
I've done
And
so many of
today,
these.
I am joined by my co-commentator, Game Draco.
Well,
Thank you for joining
I'm
me
ready
today.
when you are, I guess.
Hello. This
I'm ready
is
to go.
going to be.
Alright, cool.
This is going to be the
Good luck.
last best of 9 of the tournament. All the matches from now on are going to be best of 13s. Whoever wins this is going to face Ace. Whoever loses this is going to face Knock.
Yeah, I don't envy whoever wins this though. Facing Ace is not an easy task. However, I suppose it's better than being in the loser's bracket early. Keeps you out of trouble a little bit longer.
Yeah. And Metallica doesn't really have.
Looks like we're just waiting on Nacho for the ready. Okay, but
I'm
he also
ready.
looks ready on his. Okay. A little bit of context here. Metallica, coming out of the group stages, was the 4th seed overall in the bracket, and Nacho, I believe, was the 7th seed coming out of the group stage. So I would say that they are pretty evenly skilled, and Metallica definitely has the overall advantage in terms of raw speed normally, but Nacho has a lot of really good counter picks, particularly with no upgrades.
Well, Metallica is no slouch with no upgrades either.
No, for sure. They are both known for their amateur circuit no upgrades runs. Metallica also being the only person to have a skips version of that run.
Yep.
Alright, looks like we're getting started here. I would say it's probably reasonable to guess around a 151 to 153 range for these two players without the jump strat. I don't know if either of them are more practiced, but we can see Nacho a little bit higher heat coming out of the fast train section, which is good because it meant he underheated less in this case.
Here's where it's really going to show. Oh, Metallica took a slight bonk. Oh! Staggered the boost.
37.94. A 37.94 is a pretty nice slap.
Differently. But Metallica staggered the boost, but now they're at even heat again. Is this going to... Hey!
That was a close call from Metallica.
Metallica, you almost never survived that caution death wall.
Yeah, that wall is really hard to lift, that's for sure. Alright, Nacho on a little bit better heat and a little bit ahead on the track. See how they can do on that
now
3.
slightly ahead.
Looks like 37.1 and 36.6. They're basically even right now, so it comes down to how do they manage their boost at the end here. If assuming neither of them die anyways. Okay. Nacho a little bit higher heat and a little bit further ahead. See if Metallica can use enough heat to catch up here. I don't think Metallica can. I think Nacho's got this if he can stay clean here. Oh, within 0.3 of a second on the first track. Wow.
Third of a second in favor of Nacho. The classic band from Nacho. Avon Gateway Band from Metallica. No surprise. That's one of Nacho's favorite counter picks right there, being taken out.
Yeah, he's quite fond of banning Bullseye and going to Graphine. Baruch host
Baruch
band.
host band. Nacho.
And
Adobe
Adobe
Mountain
Mountain
Run.
Run. It's probably a good pick. I'm pretty sure I watched Nacho practice that before this match. So that looks like it was a good counter pick there. A band of
Mars
Mars.
band.
Let's see how Nacho does this. He gets
Bumpy's
rid of
Breakers
Bumpy's
band.
Breakers? That's a weird one. Unless he's planning on getting rid of that a lot. Mars is generally not typically considered that useful in Bumpy's.
Yeah.
Both full track and
Without
skip,
and
he's
not
not that
without.
great. Metallica. We're going to Inferno skips. Okay then.
This is the skips without Mars. Ooh, this is a brutal pick.
Oh yeah. Nacho doing an excuse me emote. Yeah, you don't see this very often. I would suspect a Juan Sandage pick from both.
Yeah.
And Ace
This is
saying the obvious. You don't ban Inferno against Metallica. That's a mistake. Metallica has the world record here for skips.
yeah.
It's going to be a rough one for Nacho, to say the least.
Yeah. Last time this was done, Jogobi forced this with Juan Sandage, and Paige went with Clegg Holdfast because she didn't know what else to use.
Yeah, there are, I would say, 4 pods that are pretty solid at getting on walls in general. And Clegg is one of them, to be fair, but he's certainly not as good as Juan Sandage, or generally you would also say Mars is better, but it depends on the wall, to be honest. But yeah, Juan is easily the second best pick here for consistency and probably even speed. Nacho's struggling to get up that wall in practice. I'm wondering if Metallica has practiced this. Probably has. Did I just hear a... Did I
Yes,
just
he's
hear
trying.
that correctly? Is
Yes,
that a
he's
Bumpy?
trying. Yes.
Oh no! Bumpy has good hover height for this, but he has like no turn rate and terrible traction. I cannot recommend using Bumpy here normally. I don't think Nacho quite knows what to do here.
Yeah, he was totally thrown out of whack here. He is absolutely thrown out of whack. Oh my god.
Alright, we have a ready from Nacho, although I'm not sure. Yeah, he doesn't sound that ready, but he's gonna say he is.
Ready in game, lol. He's just gonna. He's just gonna.
Oh jeez. I'm scared for Nacho here. Although, to be honest, if Metallica messes up the skip multiple times with Juan, which is entirely possible, it could go either way. I just would bet heavily on Metallica in this case.
Yeah. Over ready, so we're gonna give the countdown. Oh my god. Go.
I did not think I was going to see this pick today, to be honest. I thought that Inferno was going to be banned, and then when it wasn't, I had it in the back of my head that this was probably going to happen, but not the Mars ban part. I don't know why Metallica felt the need to ban Mars, to be honest. Like, Metallica is the best in the world at this skip. Why do you need to ban the Metapod and make yourself uncomfortable?
I think it's probably because everyone does it with Mars and no one else.
Yeah, somebody managed to do it. Metallica is that somebody. And I think Joggly also did it first.
Jogobi
But
did it. Jogobi did it just 2 matches ago.
yeah, alright.
There
This is
goes.
the real one, I think. Metallica makes it
Yeah.
across the line. Nacho doesn't. That's time lost. Can Metallica get the skip? Looks like it's going to be good. Yep, there we go.
12.
Back
There it goes,
across.
Metallica.
Metallica is close to lapping Nacho already. And proceeds to lap
Hey, laps
Nacho.
him.
Nacho failing to skip. Metallica has a red engine though. That's not good. It goes into the warning somehow. Ugh, but Nacho not getting over that wall. Okay, did he get it? Okay, he got one lap of it.
And that went out of bounds.
And Metallica closes it out with a 47.16.
I see Nacho coming in
That
with a
wasn't.
forfeit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, DNFs himself. Alright. Well, that was about how you would expect it to turn out with Juan Sandage on Metallica versus Nacho with Bumpy. Oh, that was a rough one to watch.
I couldn't get him to climb. I used Bumpy.
Definitely not
this is
recommended use Bumpy.
That's, I think, the first time I've ever seen Bumpy used in the tournament.
Banning
Banning
bowls.
bowls.
Are we gonna get a no upgrades pick maybe? Or is it just a throwaway? That's the question of the day. Ban Spice Mine. That's a good ban.
Smart.
Yep, it's a good ban. Bumpy's breakers. It looks like no forces, Bumpy's breakers. Interesting. Unless he throws in something last second. Yep, no forces.
No forces. They tend to save their forces for the end when they know they don't have any matches left.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Nacho has a good chance here because Nacho has a really decent time on Bumpy's. I think like a 4:32 if I remember correctly. That's a pretty good time on Bumpy's full track. For reference, if you play really well without using a trick known as shortest cut, you can technically get like a mid to high 426. So 432 on this hard of a track is really nice.
Back again, huh?
Hopefully he switches off Bumpy. Yeah, there's the bends. Should be Ben both or for both here. No reason to use anybody else. Yep, Ben Mir as expected. Let's see. If you look through the transparency of Metallica's screen, you'll see one of the most sketchy places on the map, which is the hairpin section here at the near the beginning, and Nacho's coming into it now in practice. It's very difficult to do good lines while boosting enough in this section for sure. You can see how low Nacho's heat is already. He's going to underheat for sure in this practice run. Yeah, he's already lost over a second to the possible pace, but that might be partly because he's not just in practice and not trying that much. Not sure. I would guess that this track might come down to if somebody crashes on the shortcut. Or somewhere else, that for that matter. It's very easy to crash on this track, and I would be very hard-pressed to believe that neither player will crash here.
Go.
Alright, we should be getting the real runs here soon.
Guessing Metallica's already off, and Nacho's now off.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier, the hairpin section here that Metallica is now going through and Nacho is going to be once the sync catches up here is very difficult. It's one of the hardest, maybe even the hardest part of the track to understand how to do properly because of the management of heat combined with trying to take good lines. You can see Metallica takes a bonk there. Looks like Nacho's eked out a few tenths lead. Both are going to be underheating here, so heat isn't an issue. It's just that's the straight up lead that Nacho has now. Alright, coming up to one of the most dangerous parts of the track here. The shortcut, which players will go through this tube and cut to the left. Nacho makes it through fine. Metallica also fine.
Yeah, but he slowed down a lot more than Nacho. Metallica just let go of the throttle while Nacho held the throttle through that.
Yeah. Now, losing speed with Ben isn't a huge deal if it's only like 20 speed units or something, but it definitely does make a difference. And
Yeah.
Nacho has a few seconds lead here after just lap 1. 131 with low heat. That's a really nice first lap. 134.5 it looks like for Metallica with higher heat than what Nacho had.
But also
I
staggered
agree,
the
Ace.
boost.
Nacho is on fire. Yeah, I did stagger the boost differently. But yeah, Ace pointing out that Nacho is doing really well here, and I 100% agree. It's a very good time so far.
Oh, Metallica took a massive buck in those winding turns.
Yeah, you can see Metallica has some yellow engines there, which is coming from the tapping that they've done so far. Hopefully they can avoid bonking too much more. Man, this lead is already massive. I think Nacho could afford a crash and still be in the lead. Shortcut left.
Oh, that lead's gonna go. That lead's gonna
Nacho
gain.
missing the normal shortcut, survives, but Metallica crashing. Oh.
Yeah. Nacho did some emergency maneuvering and saved a death. Oh!
Another death. Ah, that's gotta hurt
Nacho's
if you're
lead is
Metallica.
now massive.
Yeah, this has got to be minimum 15, maybe even more seconds. Let's see, 303 is when Nacho crosses the line with a 132, missing the shortcut. That's a great time without the normal shortcut. So we had a 303 and we have a 318 for Metallica. So 15 seconds minimum because of heat. Oh man.
Combination
probably
of both.
crash I think Nacho could crash 3 times on average and still be about the same speed as Metallica is right now. Oh man. I personally don't think that's going to happen, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, Nacho feels very calm and calculated on here, like he knows this track well, while Metallica just feels thrown off guard.
Yeah, I don't think Metallica was expecting bumpies. At the very least, they look like they haven't practiced it in a while. Nacho last shortcut makes it through. That's it. I don't think anything else can ruin this run for Nacho.
Yeah, he could crash on this hairpin and still make it.
Which he almost did. He
can afford it
enough somehow, I think. Metallica making it through the last shortcut. Yeah, this was over. Let's see what Nacho's going to get with some bad bonks and missing the one good shortcut of 434 with all those mistakes. That's a good tournament time right there. $452 for Metallica. Another Mars band. Nacho a little scared over there.
Gauntlet, probably in anticipation of doing the skip with Ben, probably.
Yeah, Metallica has picked Gauntlet skips before, I believe, so that wouldn't be surprising. But Metallica has certainly more tricks. APC
skips. And Prime Centrum skips.
Oh.
Oh, have we ever seen this before?
I think Metallica maybe picked it last year once or something, but it's not a very common pick. Because the skip does not save much.
Yeah. It's one of the smallest skips in the game. I think the smallest now.
It's definitely up there. For sure. Maybe Vito's Wild Ride is less. I'm not entirely sure which is shorter.
But those are certainly the top 2 shortest.
Yeah. At least
Derby was really... Derby was also a really short one until recently.
Then it became one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, one of the most massive skips.
Taking off almost a whole minute off the full track.
And in a pattern very similar to Abyss.
Yeah, very, very similar. I believe it's the 3rd fastest skips track in the game now. But anyway, Ando Prime Centrum.
After Inferno and Abyss.
Yeah, Ando Prime Centrum when it comes to this track skip. If you don't know it well enough, it's not even worth going for. It just cuts over this hairpin section that Metallica will be coming up to shortly in practice. Metallica, I'm assuming, knows it pretty well. Yep.
And of all the skips, this skip on Ando Prime Centrum is actually easy to do accidentally.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing when you get onto the track, you can just accidentally launch yourself into the air on that wall. Ace brings up a good point. Dying when you're going slow isn't that bad, but it's still questionable. Ooh, interesting death there for Nacho in practice.
I'm not so... If you hit that ice pillar square on, it will crash you, but if you hit it at an angle, it will usually spare you.
Yeah. I think it's probably based off of what percentage of your pod is hitting the ice, but I'm not entirely certain what changes. You can also die on that other icicle that's hanging on the left, but you don't see that one very often. Alright, Metallica through the first ice, and so's Nacho. Not gonna get an early crash this time. Let's see how they handle the skip. Metallica, Nacho, both fine. Oh no! Never mind. I take it back. They looked fine, and then they both die and end up in the same spot.
And one crashed out of bounds, and the other crashed onto the track.
Yeah, Nacho literally just needed to tilt, and he would have lived it. But instead, he let go of tilt and crashed his whole pod and died trying to click back in. Well, this has been an interesting
Metallica just went straight out of bounds.
Yep. Alright, let's see what the difference is here. 55 and 55.4. Practically even depending on the skips go.
Just under half a second.
Neither of them taking the new route, much to my disappointment. Alright, let's see how they handle lap 2. Nacho making the same
crashes
mistake.
And Metallica makes it.
Ah, man. Nacho just not tilting. I would argue living the skip. Oh! Okay, then.
That's even worse!
Didn't see that one coming, that's for sure.
Very odd spot to die, too.
Yeah, dying on that left wall, don't see that very
die on
often.
the opposite end going for that boost.
Yeah.
50 seconds!
Nice second lap for Metallica. Not much worse than their first lap, but it probably has to deal with heat. Okay, third lap skip for Metallica. Clean.
Metallica gets it.
Yeah, it would take a hardy crash. Oh!
And there, but Nacho crashes on the skip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that seals it right there. This is an easy enough track that dying twice, which is probably what Nacho needs, would not be very plausible. Let's see what Metallica gets here. 2:35. Respectable time, especially with the death. Alright, so far we're 2-2, but in Nacho's favor for the match, with a Ben ban coming out from Nacho this time. Another Spice Mine ban. I kind of wonder if Metallica's just trying to use 3 permanent bans in a sense. Oh, it's the classic Nacho pick! Oh, we're going to M100, no upgrades. We've seen that pick a lot from Nacho. In fact, he picked it against me. So, no upgrades meta. We should be seeing a Bull's Roar mirror here.
Yeah, and not only that, we also need to check to make sure the parts are stocked before the run.
Yeah. Just going to remind them real quick. Looks like Nacho's going to be doing that here momentarily. Alright. Metallica has yet to sell parts. Doesn't... Wait, can Metallica not sell the parts?
Parts you find here in my shop, huh? Outlanders.
Oh,
Good.
profile with full upgrades has upgrades up. Can you sell them?
Good.
Yeah, so Nacho looked good.
Accidentally chose the wrong profile.
Alright, we thought we were gonna have a technical issue here for Metallica, but looks like they just chose the wrong profile on accident. Well, that's good, at least. Would hate to see a runner not be able to do one of the picks. Nacho going through it kind of sketchily in practice right now. Wonder how warmed up he is on this pick. You would expect that he would be pretty good on it all the time, but you never know, I guess.
I think Metallica's good now.
Yeah, it looks good to me. So we're gonna get a Bowls mirror with no upgrades.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we just gotta wait for Metallica to warm up for a bit since they had those little bit of issues, which is fine. Sometimes just how it is. Unified making a funny joke there. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too, Ace. Nacho looks a little shaky on his own pick here, and I'm a little confused as to why that is. Normally he's really solid on no upgrades, especially on M100 and Spiceman run. Probably practiced a lot of max upgrades for this match, is what I would suspect. Yeah, 220 is not a great time for him in practice.
Well, no, the last time he did, he lost against you.
Yeah, and that was due to a bonk coming out of, I think it was lap 3 on like the first turn or something. But yeah, that was an unfortunate
Yes.
loss that he took there. Yeah, given how good Metallica is with no upgrades, I'm kind of curious if Nacho's slight shakiness is going to cost him here. This might be the breaking of the serve that Metallica needs. But we'll have to see. So what do you expect out of this? You do a lot more no upgrades than I do.
We'll just have to see, because every little bonk matters, every little part matters, so even the slightest mistake can be very costly to a run without upgrades. Won't really know for sure until the hairpin. This hairpin, if you don't go through it right, tends to take the biggest bonks and crashes.
Yeah. Alright, so both took the fast train, which is good. Metallica choosing to cool down a lot longer here. A little bit of a loss of speed for Metallica. Not a good thing in no
Loss of speed,
and a slow
and
lap.
that was not much of a, and it was not much of a boost gain either.
Not what you want to see. Nacho about, I think, half a second ahead here with more speed and maybe even more boost in the tank. It's hard to tell right now. Metallica, a little bit of a questionable boost pattern in my opinion, but can't say much about it, I guess. Nacho
flat
at
out with the hairpin.
bad scrape for Metallica there.
Because Nacho's boost patterns with this one are far superior to Metallica's.
Yeah, and it really is showing, because Metallica, that they've lost over a second in the second lap after being already a half second behind. It's not looking good unless Nacho takes a crash or a really bad bonk here. Not sure why he looked so shaky in practice. Metallica also kind of low heat. It's not that bad with no upgrades, but a little bit low.
It's like, pass this. That buck's not going to cost him much.
Yeah. Nacho's got it.
215 and 218.
Both not that bad at times, but just goes in Nacho's favor this time. All right, so we're still going back and forth. Hold up. I can't remember what a good time on M100 no upgrades is real quick. I'm going to check that. Oh, yeah. 215 is really nice. For sure. Excuse me there. My Discord decided to kick me out of there. But
Nacho banning Mars and Nacho ban Gauntlet again. Quit scaring me with this pod ban. Metallica only has one force left.
Yeah, I would probably think that Metallica should save it for a little bit later on. Do something more full track typical, and it's Bulba's legacy. And since there's no skip and probably no pod ban, it looks like it'll be no forces. You think we're going to see a Ben mirror here?
I know Nacho's fond of using Bullseye here.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned if he goes with Bullseye. If Metallica's going
Ooh, that's a formidable Saboba's legacy time with
Oh,
Ben.
yeah,
Metallica
144. Man, that's 7/10 better than the current tournament record, in fact.
Oh, and Nacho's best time is with Bullseye.
Uh-oh.
This is Metallica's to lose.
Yeah.
There he is. Go with Bullseye.
Bullseye's not bad on this track. Like, I'm not trying to say that for sure, but certainly inferior to Ben.
Yeah.
It looks like Nacho forgot to upgrade his parts. Or he chose the wrong one, actually. Okay.
He has to count on Metallica failing the turn hop at this point.
Yeah, you have to count on Metallica making a mistake, which you don't want to go into a track and expecting the opponent to make a mistake.
And Metallica has one of the lowest death rates in the tournament. I think he's second only to Ace and was third after Mike and Ace last year.
Yeah, Metallica, Nectarn, Ace, myself are, I think, the top four in whatever order it is, with Ace being at top. I can check, actually, since we have stats. Alright, so if we're looking at deaths per race, Ace is at 0.28, Metallica 0.52, I'm at 0.69, and Nectarn 0.71. Okay, so I was right about the top four. What is Nacho's? Nacho is 1.75. Ooh. Although that's a little bit inflated because of that gauntlet skips with knock.
Oh my god. The death count for the gauntlet was absurd because of how many times the skip got failed.
To say something to a person in chat, remove Rem. This game, I agree that it would be nice to have more content, and we're trying to add to it, as I said, but we actually do have multiplayer for the PC version. It's not like you have to join like the servers and whatnot and get everything set up, but we do have it. Alright, so Ben pretty clean so far. Ben taking oh, never mind, right as I say that, Nacho taking some bad bonks of Bullseye. You can see Ben already pulling away here. Is that going to be a 36 first lap? And that it is.
Yes.
Very nice first lap. 38 for Nacho. We could maybe even see a new tournament record here. It's possible. Current one is 144.9.
Oh, an engine fire! And a death!
Oh, not good. Oh, but
And
it does
Metallica! What was wrong? He slammed into it.
Yeah. I guess we won't be seeing the tournament record broken today. Oh, another death. And I think that pretty much seals it,
Oh,
to be
man!
honest. It would take a really bad, unfortunate placement crash for Metallica. Oh!
Oh, Metallica
Metallica does
crashes!
die! Uh-oh. Still has to count on Metallica dying again, though. Oh, but he does!
Ah!
Oh, no! Wait, who's gonna win? Is it Nacho? Oh, no!
Who takes it?
Oh,
Nacho takes it at the last second to the Rex! Match point for Nacho!
What a turnaround! 2 deaths in the last half of the last lap. Oh no!
I've seen real life races end this way, but never a pod race until now.
Wow, that's not good for Metallica's chances. Because now Metallica has to win on their own pick and on 2 of Nacho's. And Nacho still has 2 forces.
Metallica has no choice but to Metallica's probably going to go for reusing his remaining force here. If he doesn't, he's going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, you have to at this point. It makes no sense to not. Yeah, Nacho is in a great position to win this match after breaking that pick. That's not good at all. An oh dear coming out from Metallica. Excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back.
Metallica banning Ben! Beast Breakers ban from Nacho. Doug Derby skips. And Nacho just said in chat, you would.
Is that a Doug Derby skips I see?
Yes, Metallica chose it.
Oh man. That's a good one to use against Nacho, I would say, as long as Metallica can pull it off consistently.
Well, I know Metallica has ILs for both for this new skip.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think Nacho has any ILs.
Back, huh?
I think Nacho knows the old one probably, but I don't think he knows how to do the new one. And you can't do
Yeah.
the new one without practicing it. Like, you can't just jump into it. Oh, maybe he does? Maybe? It has a 15-second lap. That is with the new skip. Question is, can he do it 3 times? Uh-oh.
Yeah, this skip is so absurdly consistent at 3 laps. A lot of times the track doesn't even load and you fall into the abyss. Not a good start for...
Yeah. The climb can be a bit tricky. There's better and worse angles to climb at. And it doesn't look like Nacho knows the better and worse angles. Oh! I think this is probably... I honestly don't even know if Nacho should do the new one. He might get a worse time than if he did the old one. Is Metallica choosing Mars?
Yes!
That's a weird pick. Mars is harder to climb with, has barely a better turn rate, and doesn't really get as much height out of the launch. I don't know if I agree with this pick. Also, if you're wondering why the void even happens, there is a load trigger. And that load trigger will unload part of the track if you hit it. So you have to make it far enough along the track without touching that. So who knows what we're going to get out of this one. Yeah, I have no idea what Metallica is thinking either here, King Bean. There's no reason to pick Mars. Just, I mean, unless it's comfort, but I really don't understand how you could feel more comfortable with Mars. Hmm.
Yeah, and Metallica has his record with one sandage too!
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't make much sense.
This is a recipe for Metallica breaking serve when he can least afford it.
Yeah, this is not a pick I would have recommended in terms of the Mars part. Wait. Metallica, what are you doing?
Track.
Metallica's banking on Nacho failing it? What? Nacho gets lap 1. Oh no. What is this? What am I watching? Nacho getting it lap 2? Nacho gets it lap 2! Oh no! No! Metallica! What have you done? And that's it!
Upset!
That's the match! Oh no!
A massive upset!
Wow! I did not see that coming at all. Nacho had a 15-second lap going into that and gets better than that all 3 laps. Oh my word.
And he beat Metallica with that time. He's actually 3 seconds ahead of Metallica on Doug Derby skips with that.
Wow. I I don't understand why that was chosen. Huh. Well, hey Nacho, welcome. I that was a match. I didn't expect so many things of that to happen that did.
Me neither.
Did
This
you
felt
get
like
new
an
lap
upset.
records every single one of those three, like of that 3 lap right there?
That is the first time I actually got Doug Derby skips like first try like that every lap. I literally like I had to jump out of my chair, and walk around. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, Metallica can't join us today in interviews, but we have here Nacho. So, what? I honestly did not see a 5-2 coming, especially after you guys started 2-2.
I know. I thought this was gonna go game 9 for sure. But after that upset
Well,
on
I thought it was
Sabola's Legacy. Go ahead.
this was an upset match because I think everyone expected Metallica to win and win much more against you, and you won.
Slug it, haters. Woo! No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Well,
Excited.
thank you for ruining my bracket.
Anytime, buddy.
It was perfect until that point.
But hey, you know what this means? I get to keep up the tradition of going up against Ace and Turney.
That's true.
Let's
That's
go.
true. We get to see the classic run back on Boonta Classic.
Yes. So excited for that.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody has a good perfect bracket anymore, so GG on ruining everybody's.
Yes. Let's
Yep,
go.
all the brackets are wrong now. Every single one.
Everybody doubted me. Yeah, I will say that Inferno scared the crap out of me because I remember trying to practice that skip without Mars and it was hell. And it lived up to its name. I gotta see how
Yeah.
Metallica did that with WAN because I have no clue. Like, did they wall ride and all that jazz?
Yeah, it didn't stay on the ceiling, I don't think.
Oh, okay. So they did the wall ride 6
Just
times.
did the wall ride 3 times, yeah.
Okay. Man. I almost got Bumpy to stay up there on lap 2, I think. But then lap 3, I just could not get back over to finish it off. And I already saw that they finished, so I was like, well, it's no point in putting more harm in myself there.
So explain, what was your thought process going into this match?
Oh my god.
Well, I was thinking I was going to have to force a lot of no upgrades. Just because I was expecting to lose a lot. And the other thing is I wanted to break the darn BB skip tradition. I did not want to go there with skips. That's why even though it was already played, I did ban it against Metallica that last time. Because I didn't want a salty run back there. So yeah, that was kind of just my main thought process there.
Makes sense. I don't blame you for wanting to avoid bumpy skips. That one has not treated me well.
It's only treated like 1 or 2 people well. I feel like over the past what 5 matches.
Yeah, even Ace himself had no DNF on it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
It's just not happy with us this year.
Yeah, the APC skips kind of drew me for a loop too. Am I supposed to? Okay, so are you supposed to hold tilt coming back into the track?
Yes, 100%. It's true with clipping through Inviswalls like pretty universally.
I had a feeling. Okay, my controller layout doesn't really accommodate that very well without me going into claw grip. So,
well, claw grip is certainly not something most of us like doing.
Yeah, like hell, even the right after that little switchback, holding tilt sliding and then nose up to do that jump through the pillar, like I have to do a slight claw grip on that, just because of my controller setup for GameCube.
Yeah, now your muscle memory's kind of stuck on that.
Yeah, it'd be really hard to go to an Xbox controller now. I think.
Probably true. Well, GG again on your win. I'm
Thank you.
fairly confident in saying that most people didn't expect it, but we all knew that you're both really good players. So it could have gone either way the whole time.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, let me look back. Oh, I closed it. Hang on. I'm gonna look back at my last year's sheet. I'm pretty sure we went 2-5 last year. Yeah, we did. Metallica beat me 5-2 last year. So now it's upset. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, this is probably the most. I think this was the biggest upset match we've ever had in the tournament so far.
For this year, it's the only upset we've had so far outside of Nectar and Page.
Yeah, but those two were like dead even all the way through. This was not expected at one bit.
5-2, like even if you wanted not, like even if people think Nacho was going to win, 5-2 is still majorly impressive over Metallica.
Yeah, I gotta watch back that Smokeless Legacy. I'm curious where they crashed 4 times.
Well, 2 of the crashes were in the last half of lap 3.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That allowed me to catch up right at the end.
Yeah,
huh?
it looked like Metallica had it, and then they died twice in lap 3.
Oh man!
I've seen numerous races end that way, but never a pod race match until now.
Yep. And it's funny because I think one of my strats was to actually ban Ben and go to Sepulpa's Legacy, but then Metallica brought it up early. I was like, ah, crap. So, cause I like doing Bullseye on SL. It's much more easier for me than Ben is. Like
Certainly more forgiving than Ben.
Yeah, I can't handle Ben. And Mars is like kind of the backup, but that was banned too. So
yeah,
that was.
Unfortunately, you also broke the streak of only 5-1s that had happened so far in winners' quarters.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, Ace Nectarn 5-1, King Bean Dip Lightning Pirate 5-1, myself BBK 5-1.
Wow, that is hilarious.
You had to ruin it with the last one.
I did. I certainly did. Or we, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so just a little bit of what you're going to see in the future here. In the winner's side, we have Ace versus Nacho, and then we have King Bean Dip versus myself. And on the loser's side, we have BBK versus Paige, Lightning Pirate versus Guy, Metallica versus Knock, which is now who Metallica is facing, and Nectarn versus Elascolar. A lot of really nice matches, and I think you guys will enjoy them. They should be good.
And from now on out, it will be best of 13s.
Yeah,
so even more pod racing.
Yep. You thought these were crazy. Whoa. Get ready.
You haven't seen anything.
We'll have, with 4 forces at your disposal for these upcoming matches.
Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. I'm really
strategies should be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for the great match today. Thank you to Draco for joining me on commentary, and another thank you to SpeedGaming for letting us host this here. It's always very appreciated that we're allowed to do this on their channel.
Absolutely.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. May the force be with you.
Bye.